Hey everyone. So there is no doubt that letting go of things that no longer serve us is one of the best things that we can do along our spiritual journey, whether that's items around us, people in our lives who are holding us back, or limiting beliefs, fears, all of those things that circle through our head that we either know are not true or are simply not serving us along our journey. So I'm going to share with you today a technique that I actually came up with for a mom who was trying to help out her 10-year-old daughter. And it's something that I've never heard anyone else share before. So I thought I would share it with you guys today and hope it will help you out too. So to anybody who's never been here before, hi, I'm Elizabeth Blackwell from Blissful Home and Body. And I have spent well over the last decade of my life studying everything that I could so that I could help others set sacred space and help them along their journey to their highest and greatest self. So let's get started. I talk a lot about letting go of things that no longer serve us, whether that's items in our space that are just negative or are weighing us down, or people in our lives who are holding us back, or if it's those limiting beliefs, our fears, those ideas that kind of circle through our head and hold us back from all of those beautiful things that we're trying to create. But when you step into the realm of intangible things, such as ideas, or even the idea of a person, one of the things that I've shared with many people is that a lot of times you're not sad of letting go of an actual person. You're sad of the idea that you built in your head about that person. But when it comes to intangible things, it's not like we can just place it in the garbage and walk away from it. These things tend to circle back to us and are sometimes difficult to actually release. So this was a technique that I came up with for a mom who had a 10-year-old daughter who was having a really hard time letting go of things, whether that was unkind things that people would say to her or her fears. But her mom just said she would hold on to a lot. And so I came up with this technique for her, and it sounds a little silly at first, but I've shared it with several people and even used it in my own life several times. And the biggest reason that I'm sharing it with you today is because about 6 weeks after I shared it with this mother, I got an email from her. And the first line of it was, "Please know as I write this, I'm doing it in tears of joy." And this technique had helped her daughter so much that she had to reach out to me and just let me know. So I'm hoping that it can serve others as much as it has served me and this 10-year-old little girl. So again, sometimes this stuff sounds a little silly, but sometimes the simplest of practices have the most impact on us. So what you want to do, if you have something that is intangible, that you're having a hard time letting go of, is you want to get something of weight, whether that's a heavy book, a sack of flour, a dumbbell, whatever you have around your house that has some substance to it. And to start off with, you literally just want to set it down and pick it back up. Set it down and pick it back up. And as you do that over and over again, you're just going to feel what it feels like to set something down, to let go of something of weight. Because these things that we're holding on to, they carry a lot of weight. Just because they don't have physical mass doesn't mean that it's not carrying a lot to us. So then, as you then just kind of get used to that feeling of setting something down and picking it back up and feeling what that feels like, you then, as you hold on to it, you want to associate it with whatever you're having a hard time letting go of. So I'm going to use the example of a fear. Maybe you have a fear of judgment, or place anything here that is circling through your mind in your life. And as you hold on to that item, associate that item with whatever the intangible thing is, and then set it down. And then pick it back up and feel the weight of it, and then set it back down. And you want to repeat this for a couple times a day for, I would say, 2 or 3 days at least. The heavier the thought or thing is that you're trying to let go of, maybe the longer it is that you want to do it. But as silly as that sounds, you will then start to associate the feeling of that weight and setting it down. And then as you walk away from it, now you are letting go of something that is tangible. And eventually it will work its way into your mind that you're actually letting go of that intangible thought or whatever it is that is holding you back and weighing you down. This technique works really well with little ones, but it also works to help train our brains. Just a little more that I will share with you. If this specific technique doesn't resonate with you, but yet you have a lot of things that you're holding on to, especially your limiting beliefs or any idea that is holding you back, anytime you can associate it with something tangible and then let go of it, it helps our brains to actually feel as if we're releasing something. We're surrendering it. A practice that I've done for years and years is, after some introspection of figuring out what limiting beliefs I'm still holding on to, I will write them out and then let go of that piece of paper or whatever I've written it out on. Because again, it helps me to feel as if I am actually releasing. So anytime you can associate something that, again, I know I keep using the word intangible, but something that you can't feel or hold on to with something you can, and then let go or surrender that thing, it'll just help you so deeply. There we go. And it will, the quicker that you let go of things that no longer serve, the quicker those things of beauty start to make their way back to you. So I hope one of these techniques will serve you along your journey. If it did, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button or even think about subscribing here. And so with that, I will just say I am sending you all so much light and love, and I hope you all are staying well, my friends.